Hello guys, it's RxDude22 from Classic and Current Gaming. Welcome in to the first installment of something we're starting new here on the channel. It's the Classic and Current Gaming Hall of Fame. These games that we're going to induct in this Hall of Fame have withstood the test of time. If I had owned a Hall of Fame, these were all games I would have definitely presented in it. We're going to induct 5 games today. We're going to try to do this on a monthly to bi-monthly basis, so you'll see additional videos here on YouTube. So let's get right to it, shall we? The first game we are inducting today into the Classic and Current Gaming Hall of Fame is none other than, for the Nintendo console, Super Mario Bros. 3. One of the greatest games of all time. Let's give you some information about it. Super Mario Bros. 3 is a platform game developed and published by Nintendo for the Nintendo Entertainment System. It was released for home consoles in Japan on October 23, 1988, in North America on February 12, 1990, and in Europe on August 29, 1991. It was developed by Nintendo Entertainment Analysis and Development, led by Shigeru Miyamoto and Takashi Tezuka. Players control brothers Mario or Luigi, who must save Princess Toadstool and the rulers of 7 different kingdoms from the antagonist Bowser. As in previous Mario games, they defeat enemies by stomping on them or using items that bestow magical powers. They also have new abilities, including flight and sliding down slopes. Super Mario Bros. 3 introduced many elements that became Super Mario staples, such as Bowser's children, the Koopalings, and a world map to transition between levels. Super Mario Bros. 3 was praised by critics for its challenging gameplay and is regarded as one of the greatest video games of all time. It is the 3rd best-selling NES game with more than 17 million copies sold worldwide. It also inspired an animated television series, The Adventures of Super Mario Bros. 3, produced by DC Entertainment. Super Mario Bros. 3 was remade for the Super NES as part of Super Mario All-Stars in 1993, and for the Game Boy Advance as Super Mario Advance 4, Super Mario Bros. 3 in 2003. It was released on the Virtual Console service on the Wii U and 3DS, and was included on the NES Classic Mini. On September 19, 2018, it was re-released on a Nintendo Switch Online service with added netplay. We're going to show you a little bit of footage now of Super Mario Bros. 3. This gameplay is from World 5. it's time for our second inductee into the inaugural class of the Classic and Current Gaming Hall of Fame. This game defined a console, a brand new console in the early 2000s. This game made this console big and has grown to one of the biggest consoles today. We're talking about the original Halo Combat Evolved. Here's some information about it. Halo Combat Evolved is a 2001 first-person shooter video game developed by Bungie and published by Microsoft Game Studios for the Xbox. It was released as a launch game for Microsoft's Xbox video game console on November 15, 2001. The game was ported to Microsoft Windows and Mac OS X in 2003. It was later released as a downloadable Xbox original for the Xbox 360. Halo is set in the 26th century, with the players assuming the role of the Master Chief, a cybernetically enhanced super soldier. The Chief is accompanied by Cortana, an artificial intelligence. Players battle aliens as they attempt to uncover the secrets of the eponymous Halo, a ring-shaped artificial world. Bungie began the development of what would eventually become Halo Combat Evolved in 1997. Initially, the game was a real-time strategy game that morphed into a third-person shooter before becoming a first-person shooter. During development, Microsoft acquired Bungie and turned Halo into a launch game for its first video game console, the Xbox. Halo was a critical and commercial success and is often praised as one of the greatest video games ever made. The game's popularity led to labels such as Halo Clone and Halo Killer, applied to games either similar to or anticipated to be better than it. Its sequel, Halo 2, was released for the original Xbox in 2004, and the game spawned a multi-billion-dollar multimedia franchise that incorporates games, books, toys, and films. More than 6 million copies had been sold worldwide by November 2005. A remaster of the game, Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary, was released for Xbox 360 by 343 Industries on the 10th anniversary of the original game's launch. Anniversary was re-released alongside the original competitive multiplayer as part of Halo the Master Chief Collection in 2014. Here's some gameplay of one of the earlier missions of Halo.
Oh yeah. Let me get that for you. My analysis indicates that the map room should be at the bottom floor of this facility. Let's keep going inside. Don't let them lock the doors.
How'd that feel? Yeah, hombre! Coming in faster! Need some from me, huh?
Interesting. I underestimated understanding of Halo's subsystems. They've locked the doors, and we don't have enough firepower to get through them. Cortana to Keys.
Go ahead, Cortana. Have you found the control center?
Negative, Captain. The Covenant have impeded our progress. We can't proceed unless we can disable this installation's security system.
Understood. We're still en route to the objective. I may be out of contact when we get there. Here are your orders. I want you to use any means necessary to force your way into the facility and find Halo's control center. We have to get to the center before the Covenant, and failure, people, is not an option.
Echo 419 to ground teams. I'll stay on station and keep an eye out for Covenant bogies.
Second squad, ready to roll as soon as everybody's topside. LZ looks secure, sir. Nothing moving. Good luck, people. Keys out.
We need to find the security override to get this door open. It looks like there is a path into the interior of the island.
It's time for our third inductee in the inaugural class of the Hall of Fame. Another title from the Nintendo Entertainment System, and personally one of my all-time favorite games. I'd probably have this in the top 5 of my all-time favorite games. That game is Mega Man 2. Here's some information about it. Mega Man 2 is an action game developed and published by Capcom for the Nintendo Entertainment System. It was released in Japan in 1988 and in North America and PAL regions the following years. Mega Man 2 continues Mega Man's battle against the evil Dr. Wily and his rogue robots. It introduced graphical and gameplay changes, many of which became series staples. Although sales for the original Mega Man were unimpressive, Capcom allowed the team to create a sequel. They worked concurrently on other Capcom projects using their free time to develop the game using unused content from the first game. Takashi Tatatishi composed the soundtrack while Yoshihiro Sakaguchi serving as a sound programmer. Mega Man 2 is the second best-selling Mega Man game with more than 1.5 million copies sold. Critics praised its audio, visuals, and gameplay as an improvement over the first game. Many publications ranked Mega Man 2 as the best game in the series and one of the greatest video games of all time. It has been featured in game compilations including Mega Man Legacy Collection for Windows, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo 3DS, and Nintendo Switch, becoming a part of console emulation services and appeared on mobile phones. Mega Man 2 was released in 1990. Here's some gameplay footage of the Bubble Man stage on Mega Man 2. Only 2 spots remain for the inaugural class of the Hall of Fame. This game comes to us from the Super Nintendo system. Another one of my probably top 5 all-time favorite games, so I had to get it in there early. Not trying to be biased, but it's a fantastic game. Super Castlevania 4. Here's a little brief information about it. Super Castlevania 4 is a platform video game developed and published by Konami for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. It has been released multiple times, including for the Super NES Classic Edition. Super Castlevania 4 features expanded play control, 16-bit graphics featuring Super NES's Mode 7, and a soundtrack featuring new pieces and arrangements based on previous Castlevania music. Following the same setting as Castlevania on the Nintendo Entertainment System, the game takes place in 1691 Transylvania, where the vampire hunter Simon Belmont must defeat the vampire Dracula. The game received critical acclaim and is considered also one of the greatest video games of all time. Here's some gameplay footage of Super Castlevania 4. It's the start of Dracula's castle. It's stage 6. there's only room for one more game in our inaugural class for the Classic and Current Gaming Hall of Fame. This game comes to us from the PlayStation console, the original PlayStation console. It's the first repeat game we've had in the Hall of Fame too, franchise-wise. Of course, I'm talking about Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Here's some information about it. Castlevania Symphony of the Night is an action role-playing game developed and published by Konami for the PlayStation and Sega Saturn. It was directed and produced by Toru Hagahara and Koji Igarashi, acting as assistant director. It is a direct sequel to Castlevania Rondo of Blood, taking place 4 years later. It features Dracula's damp-haired son, Alucard, returning from Castlevania III Dracula's Curse as the protagonist, rising from his slumber to explore Dracula's castle, which resurfaced after Richter Belmont vanished. Its design marks a break from previous entries in the series, reintroducing an exploration, non-linear level design, and role-playing elements first experimented with in Castlevania II Simon's Quest. Symphony of the Night initially sold poorly. However, it gradually gained sales through word of mouth and became a sleeper hit, developing a cult following, selling over 700,000 copies in the United States and Japan. The game garnered widespread acclaim, often cited by critics as one of the best video games of all time, praising its gameplay innovations, atmosphere, visuals, and soundtrack. It is also considered a pioneer of the, quote, Metroidvania genre, inspiring numerous exploration-based, action-based adventure games. Symphony of the Night would have a lasting impact on the Castlevania series, with numerous subsequent mainline entries adopting its gameplay model. Here is a little bit of gameplay footage from Castlevania Symphony of the Night. We're in the long library, and then we go to the outer wall. And there you have it, my friends, the first 5 inductees into the Classic and Current Gaming Hall of Fame. Like I said, we're going to continue the series on a monthly to bi-monthly basis, inducting 3 to 5 video games each time, worthy of what I consider to be the Classic and Current Gaming Hall of Fame. If you enjoyed this, be sure to check out all my other content here on YouTube. I also have a live streaming channel on Twitch. It's twitch.tv/@ClassicCurrentGaming. I do live streams there pretty much every morning, so be sure and check that out as well. Been RxDude22 from Classic and Current Gaming signing out. Keep on gaming. See you on the next stream. Be good to each other. Thank you for watching. All information came from Wikipedia for the game information. Have a great day, everybody. Take care. We'll see you on the next induction ceremony coming up in August. Have a great day.